Hi, I'm Rabbit, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make a humid hide for your pet snake. So to get us started, you'll need some supplies. First you'll need a carveable pumpkin. These are available all over the place. They're actually on sale this time of month as Halloween is rapidly approaching and stores are looking to get rid of their stock. So I've got a couple different sizes here. You'll want to choose a size that is most appropriate for your snake. Keep in mind the age, species, and the maximum size of your snake when you're choosing your pumpkin. You'll also need some writing supplies. I've got a pencil and a water-soluble marker. You're not going to want to use permanent marker. You'll want something that'll wash off. You'll need some cutting implements too. I've got an X-Acto knife, an electric drill, and a couple of bits. I've got a hole saw and also a standard bit. Which you use is going to be up to you, and it'll depend on exactly what you need. If you're using a whole bit, make sure you choose a size that is appropriate for the species and age of your snake. So to get us started, I'm going to take this pumpkin and pull the tag off. Now you'll need to cut a hole in the top of the pumpkin so that you can get to your snake once he's in there. Unless, of course, you want to skip that part and allow your snake to go into the hide and never come out. So I'm going to make a guideline for myself with pen. I want to leave a lot of space on the front of my pumpkin. You'll want to take a look at your pumpkin first and decide which side is going to be the front, which side is going to be the back. I've decided I want a lot of space on the front here, so I kind of made my circle a little offset. You'll take your X-Acto knife.
You come into my room. You paint my world so blue with attraction over you.
It's also good if you have some birds to kind of help you be entertained while you're cutting.
We choose to live the drug. That's why they call it love, 'cause it takes you to the place.
Okay, so once you cut the top off of your pumpkin, you've now got a nice empty space. And at this point you'll want to draw whatever you're going to carve on your pumpkin. You can be as elaborate or as simple as you want. I'm just going to sketch a little something. So that looks pretty good. Just going to be a really simple design, something that's easy to cut for me.
Got my sex wrapped around my throat like a golden snake.
So I'm going to make part of this design an entry and exit hole for my snake. So I think what I'll do is I'll probably cut the large eye, then leave the pupil connected. We'll see how I feel. Just start carving.
I'm spinning like a top. When you touch me, I want more.
What's really great about these thicker skinned pumpkins is that you can carve slightly into the flesh and leave some of the white part exposed. And it's just like a normal pumpkin where you can just take off the skin and leave the pumpkin flesh inside. Except the nice thing about these is that they never rot and never go bad.
Don't have to wait to come outside. I know you'll feel better in the light. We all just want to play with you, and maybe there's no more shame for you. Don't have to wait to come.
So since I'm thinking about it while I'm carving, I'm just going to go ahead and answer the question that I already know a lot of people out there are already asking. But Rabbit, aren't these pumpkins toxic? What will happen to my snake if my snake gets exposed to the pumpkin plastic? Well, the answer is these pumpkins are made from polyurethane, which is an expanding foam, and they are mold injected. So what's great is that once that foam is completely reacted, it's 100% non-toxic, meaning that this is safe for your snake to hide and live in, and it won't cause any neurological damage. They won't be exposed to any nasty chemicals. So as long as you make sure you get a pumpkin that is 100% cured, which at this point I would hope they all are, you're not at risk of exposing your snake to any nastiness. I think at this point we'll take a break, and we'll come back once your pumpkins are all carved. Okay, we're back. So, now that you've taken the parakeet off of your head and you're finished carving your pumpkin, you're going to want to make sure to wash this with hot water and soap. Scrub it out really well because your snake is going to be hanging out in here, and even though polyurethane is non-toxic, we don't know where it's been. So before I go and wash this, I'm going to do the most fun part for me. I'm going to grab my electric drill and my hole bit. Make sure that's good and tight. And I'm going to add a hole in the back of my pumpkin so that my snake can go in through the front or in through the back, their choice. Now, I'm going to put the hole a little bit high, so sort of in the middle of the hide. Normally, if this were going to be a regular hide, I would put the hole near the bottom so that the snake could feel like they were entering a cave. However, for this particular pumpkin, this is going to be used as a humid hide, and I want to be able to put damp moss in here, so I'm going to use a hole that's a little bit higher up so that the moss can sit in the bottom. So, this is kind of dusty, so if you want to do this outside, I do recommend it. Otherwise, you're going to want to have a vacuum handy. Okay, so I'm going to go wash my pumpkin. We'll be back in a minute. Okay, so now that we've got our pumpkin washed, it's all clean inside, no more dust. Now I'm going to add the part that makes this a humid hide. I've got some clean, damp sphagnum moss. I'm just going to put a little inside there. And there you have it. An inexpensive, simple humid hide for your favorite baby snake. Now you can make these as elaborate as you want or as simple as you want. Of course, keep in mind the more elaborate you get, the more likely it's going to get pooped all over and you're going to have to clean it. So thank you very much for watching my video. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and happy Halloween!